Hello everyone, good morning to you all. Welcome to day 7 of 6 a.m. Club. I am Dr. Arjun Bopanna. You're watching Mentors for IAS. How are you all doing? I hope all of you had an awesome week. I hope all of you had a very productive week. We started this program on Monday at 6 o'clock and a lot of you have been participating very sincerely in this program. And I am very excited because more and more number of students are joining every day. They see this positive energy and they want to be a part of it. So you guys don't give up. Give this 60 days for your dream. Make sure you remain consistent. Make sure you remain disciplined because you need to crack this exam this year itself. Don't listen to anybody otherwise. You are good. You are the best. Let's bring out the best version of you. See, today, promise yourself that you are going to crack another 8 to 10 hours of studies and you are going to solve that MCQ and you are going to identify your mistakes and make improvements from tomorrow. Yes, no excuse, guys. Today is a Sunday, but it's okay. You are going to sit and study. This 1 year of studies, you give it for yourself, for your dream, for fulfilling that big goal that you have put in front of you. Yes, so I am very excited, guys, because I know a lot of you who are watching this with me, who are, participating in this 6 a.m. program with me, are going to clear this examination. And don't let anybody, anything tell you otherwise. Yes, so I want to, a lot of students have been asking that this program is mainly targeting prelims and static subjects. So many are asking me doubts. They had called me, they have messaged, and asking me whether they can also bring in mains topics or, can they study mains and optional subject. See, again, it depends upon individuals, whether you have the time to give your mains preparation or whether you have completed the class, whether you have completed the optional, etc. See, it's very individual. But if you ask me, if you have completed your prelims classes and have given one reading, or if you're a veteran, or if you have already completed your main syllabus, and you have given 1 or 2 attempts, mains attempts, etc. You completed your optional subject. So if you are in a phase where you are only revising, right? If you are only revising, then I think you can give time for both your prelims static subjects as well as your mains and optional. So let's say you have 10 hours. Let's say you have 10 hours of preparation. This is what you have to give. Getting up at 6 o'clock and, starting your day early, I'm sure all of you will be able to get 10 hours of solid preparation time. So in this 10 hours, I would suggest you that about 5 hours you give for your prelims and about 5 hours you give for your mains and optional subject. Yeah, this is what you can do for your present preparation, because this is phase 1 of 6 a.m. Club. Once we finish this phase 1, we will start with phase 2 somewhere in February, March, and that time we will study exclusively prelims subject. We will go much more in depth, much more aggressively to cover these prelims topics. But now you have time for both prelims as well as mains. The topics that we are covering every day is very simple. It's small. It doesn't require more than 5 hours, 6 hours. If you are a first time fresher, etc., maybe you might require more time. But if you have already completed one reading of prelims as well as mains and optional, you will have enough time to do both. Yes, so I would suggest you, if you are a veteran, if you have already finished your one reading, then 5 hours of prelims as part of 6 a.m. Club targets, and another 5 hours of your optional and your GS subject. So this is something which you can all do, but again, it depends on you. So some of them who are really good in their prelims can give about 3 hours and then study mains, GS, and optional for more number of hours. It's all left to you guys. So as such, it has to be very customized. You have more doubts, let me know in the comment section. I will try to address them. But this is a general opinion that I would give you, suggestion that I would give you. You can follow this. Yes. So till about January end, beginning of February, you can give time for your mains as well as your optional subject, which is a good strategy. So those veterans and those who have already studied once or given their exams, etc., you can do this. Okay. Now, coming to current affairs, yes, we are not giving targets for current affairs, and I'm not, specifically telling you what topics from current affairs you should read, but I would suggest about 1 hour to about 2 hours every day, or let's say about 6 hours in a week for current affairs. You can read these current affairs from current affairs magazines, or from website articles, or from your class notes, or if you're attending class, that's fine. So whatever it is, about 1 to 2 hours every day, you will have to focus on current affairs, and also about 6 hours of revision every week you can do for current affairs. So that goes without me saying that in this 10 hours of your preparation, you will be achieving your 6 a.m. club targets. Along with that, you also will have to cover your current affairs every day. So make that a routine. And if you are saying that, oh, it's very difficult, I might not be able to do everything and all of that, for that, I want to talk about your brain. So in this context, I want to tell something wonderful about your brain, something which many of you would not be aware of from our medical knowledge, from anthropology knowledge. I have studied a lot of physiological aspects of brain, and what we scientists and scholars have realized is that you have a lot of potential, but sometimes your brain prevents you from achieving that potential. Yes, guys, that's what I'm telling you. That brain, tries to keep you safe, tries to protect you, and prevents you sometimes from achieving big or doing something big, getting out of your comfort zone. So our brain, is a defense organ. It's not very aggressive organ. It's a defense organ. It has always, from an evolutionary point of view, we have survived in spite of all these, geological changes, environmental changes, and we have been able to survive, thrive, mainly because of our brain, mainly because our brain has been there to protect us. It has been able to make sure that we don't expose ourselves to stress or to lot of things that is going to harm our life. Yes, guys, so human brain is designed to survive. It's not primarily designed to be trying to succeed in things. It wants to keep you safe. See, that is why, every time your brain will try to convince you that, this thing is hard, don't have to work so hard, just relax, sleep, don't get up in the morning at 6 o'clock, don't give test. It does not want you to, undergo stress. It does not want to expose you to danger. So therefore, most of the time, our brain is working to convince you to not do certain things. See, now, for example, I told you that you can manage both prelims and mains. Automatically, a lot of your thought process is that, oh, how can I do that? Where is the time? What if I neglect this? What if I don't clear prelims? Why should I waste my time on mains? How can I do this? Blah, blah, blah. So your brain is constantly trying to convince you that you cannot do it, because the brain is a defense organ. Yes. So in this context, we need to also appreciate that brain loves, comfort. It wants you to sleep. It wants you to be warm. So if this is winter, it's cold out there. It wants you to, keep yourself warm, right? Just a minute. Okay, sorry about that. So the brain loves comfort. It wants you to remain safe. It wants you to stay in bed. It wants you to eat a lot of food, etc. It hates energy loss. It does not want you to unnecessarily stress and work hard. It wants you to conserve the energy, because evolutionarily we as humans did not have security of whether tomorrow we are going to have food, whether we are able to going to survive like that. So therefore, it wants you to conserve energy, and the brain fears failure. That's the main reason why you fear taking that test every day at 8 o'clock. A lot of you, I can see the number of views on this video, but the same number of people don't take the test, because a lot of your brains are convincing you that no, let's not take test, let's not expose ourselves to danger, let's not realize our mistakes, because you feel that, oh, if I take the test without completing the syllabus, I will get low marks, and then I will unable to continue this program, something like that. Your brain always keeps telling you that don't expose yourself to tasks and challenges because it fears failure. Also, the brain tries to keep giving excuses to keep you safe. Let's say there is an exam, there's something very important, you have to go, you have to give a speech in front of people. Suddenly your brain will convince you, oh no, it's not your cup of tea. Just make some excuse, tell you have stomach ache, you make some excuse and don't go. So this kind of things that the brain does prevent us from being successful. Yes, so the brain has amazing potential, but at the same time, the brain is programmed to keep you safe, to make sure that you survive. So if you want to be successful, then you need to reprogram your brain. So let's see what you need to do to address this. Your brain should not be in control of you, rather you should be in control of your brain. So you need to reprogram your brain. You need to override this defense mechanism that is programmed in your brain and tell the brain that, no, I am the boss. I know what is the best for me and I am going to take control. Because today, a lot of these challenges that our ancestors had faced has now gone away, right? We don't have to worry about basic survival. We can survive. Now we need to excel. You need to clear this exam. You need to be at the top of your, of your potential. Your A game should be brought out. So how can you do that? You need to reprogram. You need to train your brain. You need to develop a system. Yes, the system will help you to override the brain's defense mechanism. You need to expose yourself to the challenges. You need to come out of the comfort zone and try and achieve success. Otherwise, your brain is going to convince you that you can't do it. You will find hundreds of reasons. Your brain can give you hundreds of reasons to tell you why you are not good, why you cannot clear this examination, why you should not get up at 6 o'clock, why should you not give tests. The brain is amazing. Yes, if you train your brain, the brain is also going to be amazing and take you to success. See, if all these years, if you have been convinced that you can't do this, it's time that you train your brain. It's time that you tell yourself that you can do it. So what all you should do now, from today onwards, this is what you are going to do. This exercise I want you all to do so that you will ensure success in the examination. 1, act before the brain starts to think. So just go do it before you give time for your brain, because the more time you give your brain, it starts to convince yourself. This happens, right? So the more you think about something, you start getting scared about it. Just go out there, give the test, for example. Just get up at 6 o'clock before the brain convinces you. Yes, act before your brain starts convincing you, starts negotiating. Just do it now. Yes. The second one is use logic, use reasoning. Talk to your brain. It is also going to be useful. You are the boss. You know the best for yourself. So convince your brain, no, this is what is important for me. I want to do this. Getting up at 6 o'clock is important. Giving 10 hours every day, I can do it. And you should challenge your brain this way. Third, habit formation. Have a ritual, have a system, be consistent so that your brain will get used to these challenges. If you keep yourself safe and never exposed to challenges, never exposed to tests, never exposed into answer writing, your brain is always going to think that you cannot do it. So you should, expose yourself through habit formation so that your brain gets adapted to doing difficult things. You don't have to do it all of a sudden. You can do it small, by taking small challenges at a time. Yes, small challenges every day. Like, see, for example, small targets, 20 questions of MCQ every day. So your brain will get convinced thinking that, oh, 20 questions, fine, it's not that difficult. So every day when you're solving this 20 question, your brain gets adapted to it, and then it starts to feel that, okay, maybe I can do this, right? Then you increase it to 50 questions. The brain will initially say, oh, okay, 20 questions, I was okay, 50. Then you can convince and then do 50 questions. You'll be comfortable. And then after a month, you do 100 questions. So this way, if you train your brain, It will get adapted to doing tough things. It will get adapted to doing good, great things. See, for me also, doing this video every day is a challenge, right? I have convinced my brain that this is awesome. This is good for me. This is good for my students. And I can see that positive change is what I have convinced my brain. And I am very happy to do this. Getting up morning, doing these videos is a challenge, but it is fun now. Because at times, there were times when I did this in the first season, it was very challenging. I used to literally cry some days. I don't want to do it. I'm not getting ideas. My brain started, convincing, oh, nobody is watching. Nobody has confidence in this program. But then when I started to develop a habit and I saw students also benefiting from this, I started to convince my brain otherwise, saying that this is working. This is good for me. It is good for my student. I can, excel in this program, things like that. And then once the habit is formed, now it's not that difficult to do what I'm doing. But you ask anybody else, can anybody say that, oh, doing video every day, day after day, is it easy? Ask them. No, everybody will say it is challenging, it is difficult. And a lot of them will not do it, right? But you can do it. I can do it. So can you also, right? Small steps, small wins. That's what is also very important, because every small achievements is going to release that dopamine in your brain, and it's going to give you that positive energy, motivation, and happiness. So you are going to come the next day and do these things, repeat the cycle. So small step, small wins is very, very crucial in your life. You cannot achieve big things all of a sudden. Just by one day, you can't become, a big person. But small steps, small happiness, small targets, achieving that is going to convince your brain that, yes, I can also do this. So therefore, guys, train your brain. Make sure you override the brain mechanism from a defense mode to an aggressive beast mode, which will help you to crack this examination. Okay, guys, from today, make sure you start training your brain to achieve success. You are going to be a great person in your life. Make sure you work towards this. Make sure your brain is with you. Yes, so I hope it was very useful for you to, useful information that I have given today. Make sure you use it, you apply it, and see it for yourself. See the positive change that you're going to see in your life from today. Yes, thank you so much for listening to this, idea of brain. So with that, let's move on to the target for today. So we have finished with Indian polity. From today, we are starting Indian economy. Yes, awesome, guys. You finished one entire major subject for your prelims. Don't worry, we will revise it again, once we complete this program. Yes, so economy, introduction part, the first chapter in economy, that is macroeconomic, microeconomic, growth and development, the measurements like GDP, GNP, and those things. Price level, inflation, how it is measured, labor market, and concepts like unemployment, labor rate, and all these things you'll have to study. So the first introduction chapter from your from your textbook is what you have to study. So whatever is your source, meaning if you have been studying economy, you have your own material, institution material, standard textbook, or you have made your own notes, whatever it is, time now is to revise. If somebody wants additional source for economy, we have our own material, economy, which you can download from our website. Or if you just need a revision notes, yes, you can download it from the LMS. Okay, log into your dashboard and download it for free. Yes, so the revision notes containing all these topics will be available to you. So for a quick revision, so it's about 10 pages, and in 1 hour, you can finish it and you can revise it 3 to 4 times. So this is what you have to do, guys. Also, like how we discussed yesterday, you need to start focusing on your health, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. So as we discussed yesterday, you will have to give about half an hour to 1 hour for your health. Make sure you take that walk or meditate, do breathing exercise, whatever it is. Please tell me in the comment section that you are doing this. Take a walk, take a do meditation, yoga, something. Do some kind of physical and mental exercise, guys. Yes, promise me, promise yourself that you are going to keep yourself healthy and happy, because self-care is most important aspect of your leadership tomorrow. So with that, I will end today's session. Make sure you give test at 8 o'clock. Make sure you give that 8 to 10 hours of studies. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a productive day. I shall see you tomorrow again at 6 o'clock. Have a good day.